My name is Chandrashekhar Das, and I am with the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And today we're going to talk about how can I embrace Hinduism when I was raised in the Christian tradition. First of all, there is no such thing as Hinduism. Hinduism doesn't exist. It's not a great world religion, as it's been called. And it's not a philosophy. It's a misused word or misnomer, like the word the American Indians. The American Indians aren't from India. They're Native Americans, native to the North American continent. But we say they're Indians. So this is not just my perspective. This is a scholarly perspective that the word Hindu is not found in the Sanskrit language. The word Hindu is not found in the Vedic Vishvakosha dictionary or in the Vedic literatures. But the word was used by Afghanis who lived on the other side of the Sindus River from India, which is a traditional border between the Middle East and the Indian subcontinent. So the Afghanis used to call the people of India those Hindus due to a peculiar speech inflection. So Hindus really refers to the people of India. So you might say, are you Hindu? Yes. Well, it might refer just to someone who comes from India. The real religion of India, found in the Vedas, is, of course, Sanatana Dharma, the eternal religious duty of the living entity is to surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I was raised as a Christian. I was very much involved in my religious tradition. As a young man in high school, I used to play guitar at the Mass. That was early, that was before class, so I had to get there early, and I would sing glorification of the Lord with my guitar. I was very active on retreats where young boys and girls would go and we'd discuss spiritual topics and we'd try to grow in spiritual life. But as a teenager, I had profound questions. Who is God? I really wanted to know. I asked that question pointedly to my parents, to my professors, and to my priests. And the answer was just about the same. They said that God is there. God the Father is there, no doubt. And He is in heaven. And we'll know Him in due course, after we die. But somehow or other, my mind and heart was not satisfied with that. And at the end of high school, I was graduating and I wanted a fancy car as a gift, but instead I got a big Bible. But I read that Bible. And in one point it says, in Jeremiah, it says, Lord, the Supreme Lord is speaking in this passage. When you really want to know me, then I will reveal myself to you. So that went right into my heart, and I began my own spiritual quest to grow in knowledge. I saw the Bible contain various sub-religious principles. Don't kill, don't steal, don't commit adultery. Very nice. But what about the nature of the world? And who is God? And so I studied the Vedic literatures. I studied Bhagavad Gita. I saw that Henry David Thoreau had said, daily I bathe my intellect in the stupendous and cosmogonal verses of Bhagavad Gita, in comparison with which make our Western literature seem puny and insignificant. And I found this was a fact, that all essential truths were enunciated by Lord Krishna in his philosophical treatise. I found deep, satisfying philosophy. And so I never felt that I had jumped one faith group to another faith group. I was still the same young man. I was feeling that I'm still a soul within the body, and eventually came across a Vedic aphorism that there's only one religion, and that religion is devotion and duty to the Supreme Lord. And that can be expressed in any religious tradition that brings you closer to the Supreme Lord. And so I felt that I had grown, not changed, as I say, from one faith group to another faith group. This might be piety or religiosity, but real religion and yoga and spirituality, they're all synonymous. That means to make that connection, the soul with the Supreme Soul. I'd always felt that I had grown in transcendental knowledge and understanding of the self and the entire cosmos. Thank you very much.